As we're wrapping up, I'd like to share 2 final comments on how you can be more successful in your personal fundraising. First, you have to ask in order to receive. If you don't ask, people won't give. And when you ask, you're simply giving people who already know you and love you a chance to support your family with no pressure whatsoever. Second, you get what you ask for. A great example of this is a friend of mine named Hal Clifford who lives in Oklahoma City. Hal was ranked as one of Fortune magazine's wealthiest Americans in the 1980s, having made a fortune in oil and gas. And when I took this photo you're looking at a few years ago in western Oklahoma, you can actually see 4 drilling rigs in the background. When Hal was 22 years old, he was an ambassador student at the University of Oklahoma. He and another 22-year-old ambassador student were asked if they would be willing to raise $500,000 for the OU Foundation. And being young and naive, they both said, sure. Their strategy was to find one person who'd put up half that amount, then they'd use that as a matching fund to go after the rest. Hal and his friend drove from Norman, Oklahoma to Dallas, Texas. They found themselves on the top floor, corner executive suite, across the desk from one of the wealthiest men in the world. Do you recognize who this person is? It's funny how so many people still recognize him. This is Ross Perot. As Hal shares the story, this was the most nervous he's ever been in his adult life. He was there to ask Ross Perot for $250,000. He struggled all over his words and said something like, would you be willing to donate $250,000? In silence. And finally, without saying a word, Mr. Perot opened a drawer, he pulled out a checkbook, he wrote out a check, and he placed the check in Hal's hands. And guess how much the check was for? $250,000. Hal was stunned. He had never seen that much money before. He said, finally, Mr. Perot spoke. He said, at that point, he looked them both in the eyes and he said, let this be a lesson in life. Always ask for what you want. If you'd asked for it all, I would have given it. Now you have to raise the rest. True story. Do you know somebody who might be able to give a significant gift? If you feel comfortable, ask them because you get what you ask for. You'd be amazed at the numerous stories we've heard over the years from schools receiving huge gifts from these events just because someone asked. During the next few weeks, your child will be learning about hunger and what it's like to live in the specific third world country where much of your food is going. Think of Feed the Need like bringing an overseas mission trip into your gym or meeting room. Most kids never get to go on a mission trip, and for those that do, their lives are forever changed. Our desire is that your children's hearts will be touched as they experience the blessings of serving others around the world who are far less fortunate than they are, and in the process, we hope they will become more grateful as they realize the many blessings they have in their life. And in summary, as one Christian school parent to another, please support your school. It's a very worthy cause, and the money you raise will make a difference in the life of your own children as well as the lives of their friends. You are the key to success in this major fundraising opportunity. If you and other families get behind Feed the Need and make it successful, your school can literally eliminate the need to have to do additional nickel and dime level fundraisers in the future. And finally, I encourage you to involve your children in the process and pray over it. Have fun with it. You have the opportunity to be a role model to your kids and a parent ambassador for your school. And in the process, you even have an opportunity to be a witness for Christ to those you approach. So from all of your friends here at Feed the Need, we're honored to serve you, we appreciate you, and we wish you the very best.